Hi guys, this is FD for SageFile.tv once more back with another video, and today we are going to revisit the Killer Dapps on the top 10 protocols. If you remember, way back in April, we did a video on the top 10 layer 1s and layer 0s and their Killer Dapps. We are going to revisit that and see if the situation has changed. What do you think? We're in a bear market? When we last did that video, we were probably about to enter a bear market, so theoretically, we're still in a bull market. What do you think is happening? Guys, what I'm going to share with you here today is not financial advice. These are my own opinions. If you require the steps of a financial advisor, please seek someone who's trained to do so. Whilst you're at it as well, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. We need to keep winning. We need to beat that YouTube algorithm. Now, let's jump into it. So the top 10 layer 1 and layer 0 smart contract protocol. A while ago, we did a video that focused on the Killer Dapps from the top layer 1s and layer 0s. Those layer 1s and layer 0s were Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, Cosmos, Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, Solana. I'm hesitating saying this one, but Terra Protocol. That was well before this one tanked massively. It's now a shadow of its former self, or in most people's heads, it's a figment of their imagination. Those things have changed greatly. But there was also Algorand and Neo Protocol. So those were the 10 layer 1s and layer 0 protocols we were looking at. Whoa, that was some list back then, and if you would like to watch that video, please follow the links down in the description. Now, fast forward 4 months to August 2022, and the picture has changed quite radically. We are now in a bear market compounded by a collapse of one of the layer 1s, if you can call it that, the Terra Protocol and its Luna token. Back then, we had our reasons why we selected these 10 projects or networks. So, the first one, of course, is Ethereum. The pioneer of smart contracts is described as a world computer upon which decentralized applications interact with the EVM or Ethereum vehicle machine. Some notable blockchains are mere copies of the Ethereum protocol. For example, the Binance Smart Chain and Avalanche to an extent. Ticker symbol is ETH or ETH. Programming language, Solidity. And it is also the first altcoin, and it's well known for decentralization. It boasts the most developers, and it uses the proof of work consensus mechanism, and it will soon be switching. Keep watching if you want to learn more about that. It is the most widely adopted protocol after Bitcoin, of course. The killer DApp we picked back then for Ethereum was MakerDAO, ticker symbol CRV. Curve is a decentralized exchange for stablecoins that uses an automated market maker or AMM to manage liquidity. And we also highlighted one project that we thought was one to watch in Arbitrum, and it has no token yet, and that hasn't changed anyway. So we keep watching the space. So do our arguments from back then still hold? Of course, selecting Ethereum as one of these top 10 projects was a no-brainer. Was a no-brainer then, it's a no-brainer now. Why, you may ask? Well, unless you have been living under a rock for the past several weeks and months, you've probably heard a lot about the merge. This is when the Ethereum blockchain will transition from using the proof of work consensus mechanism to a proof of stake consensus mechanism. And this is being billed as a game changer within the cryptocurrency space. So far, the testing progress on the run-up to the merge is reported to be going very well, and the merge is earmarked for some time next month, that is September 2022. If things go well, this could see Ethereum shake out the unwanted environmental unfriendliness credentials associated with the proof of work consensus mechanism, which will allow some institutional investors who are allegedly standing by the sidelines to join the party once the merge happens. And what about the Killer Dapp? Is MakerDAO, or is Arbitrum finally delivered with its own token? None of the above is the answer. First, MakerDAO now commands the top spot on TVL as far as DeFi Llama information or platform is concerned, with about $8.52 billion of TVL at the time of doing this video, and MakerDAO is a distant fourth with around $5.55 billion worth of total value locked. DeFi is such a fickle industry. You are sitting at the top 1 minute and the next minute you are somewhere in the middle of the field. MKR is the governance token of the MakerDAO and Maker Protocol, a decentralized organization and a software platform both based on Ethereum blockchain that allows users to issue and manage the DAI stablecoin. The Maker Protocol employs a two-token system, the first being the DAI, a collateralized baked stablecoin that offers stability. The Maker Foundation and the MakerDAO community believe that a decentralized stablecoin is required to have any business or individual realize the advantages of digital money. Secondly, there is MKR, a governance token that is used by stakeholders to maintain the system and manage DAI. MKR token holders are the decision makers of the Maker Protocol, supported by the larger public community and various other external parties. Granted, TVL or total value locked alone is just one measure of a project's performance, but there are numerous ways with which to measure the relative strength of cryptocurrency projects, not least our very own DYO, our risk evaluation toolkit. To date, we've only looked into Ethereum, but neither of the two dApps featured in this segment, which is MakerDAO or CapeDAO. The second layer one we looked at was Cardano. Cardano is described as the most widely adopted proof-of-stake consensus mechanism blockchain. Cardano is also well known for its devotion to technology, underpinned by scientific research at every step of the way. It also uses a unique but old, trusted and secure functional programming language in Haskell, ideal for critical applications such as those used at nation-state level and financial applications. Ticker symbol is either ADA. Smart contracts programming language is Haskell. Key features: scientific-based approach, uses the Haskell functional programming language. It uses the Ouroboros proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. It's one of the most eco-friendly blockchains out there. It's anchored around shifting of power influence from the center to the margin, so decentralizing financial power. The killer dApp that we chose for Cardano at the time was Minswap DEX, which we mentioned as the one to watch. Although at the time we identified Minswap DEX as the killer dApp, the results were somewhat inconclusive then, since Minswap DEX had just launched at the time. Fast forward 4 months to today, and the result or conclusion is somehow crystallizing. There was a few swapping of positions by total value logged or TVL along the way, but Minswap with 48.3 million in total value logged is sitting pretty at the top of the Cardano sum. Other current contenders for the top spot by total value logged are SandySwap and Wing Riders with 20.8 million and 18.5 million in TVL respectively at the time of doing this video. While TVL isn't the all and end all, when measuring the relative strength and safety of a project, the mere fact that we also have an encouraging score from our very own DYO, our risk evaluation, when we applied our own criteria on Minswap, this is a solid choice for a killer dApp on the Cardano blockchain to date. Granted, there's still a long way to go on Cardano as more dApps are building on Cardano, and will be launching soon with the imminent arrival of the Vacilat fork and Hydra further down the road, amongst some key upcoming updates. For more on the Vacilat fork and other Cardano related content, please follow the links down in the description. We've covered Cardano a few times now, so we've got some videos that you may be interested in. Check the link down below. Again guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe as well as smash that notification bell. The next project we are going to look at is Polkadot, a Layer-0 project. Polkadot is essentially a Layer-0 and it uses parachains to create an internet of blockchains. Parachains are application-specific projects that onboard onto the Polkadot network to benefit from a number of features including pooled or shared security, on-chain governance, ready-made interoperability capabilities. Multiple blockchain projects, including Layer-1 such as Moonbeam and acalanetwork, are built on top of the Polkadot blockchain and can exchange data and information using cross-consensus messaging. Ticker symbol is .dot, a smart contract programming language substrate built on Rust. Key features: onboarding projects via the crowd-loan method, interoperability, multi-chain design structure, use of a canary network in Kusama for experimental purposes. The killer dApp we selected back then was Moonbeam, an Ethereum-compatible decentralized smart contract platform on Polkadot with a sister parachain, Moonriver, which resides on Kusama, Polkadot's very own canary network, with the express task of carrying out R&D activities for projects that eventually launch on the Polkadot network. So, have our thoughts changed since we last picked Polkadot and Moonbeam last time around? Not a single iota. We still believe Polkadot is going to be one of the cornerstones of future of finance, and Moonbeam will spearhead that charge among other Layer-1s building on Polkadot. However, as per data presented by DeFi Llama, the top 3 projects by TVL are as follows. We got Parallel Finance with 426.8 million, acalanetwork with 361.9 million, and then Moonbeam with $59.98 million worth of total value locked. We think Moonbeam's low figure is due to the most recent hack that happened on the Nomad Bridge, a bridging protocol that was a preferred choice of the Moonbeam team, I believe. It is in these cases that one realizes the importance of true decentralization. Could the community have chosen differently and they've been asked to contribute as to which bridge would be ideal? I don't know, but what I know for sure is that the Moonbeam team will have to shoulder the blame for the losses incurred by the users of the Nomad bridging protocol. As for selecting a killer dApp on the Polkadot network, I can certainly tell you that it's not going to be Parallel Finance. And for the love of me, I do not understand where this so-called 426.8 million total value logged is coming from or what DeFi Llama is playing at. Those are just my own views. It's not financial advice. Unless they are counting staked or dot raised as part of various project parachain auctions, which we know Power Finance does support a lot of projects with parachain auction. We shall at some point do a deep dive into Power Finance, but as of now we pass. So that leaves acalanetwork and Moonbeam Network. Based on latest developments, that is the Nomad Bridge hack and the fact that Acala activated staking in early August and are also leading Moonbeam on TVL. Maybe, just maybe, acalanetwork is the one. Any thoughts on that, guys? Comment down below and let us know your thoughts. These two Polkadot parachains are equally as strong as each other, and their product offering will most likely decide who gets to sit at the summit in the medium to long term. Both parachains received good scores as measured by our very own risk evaluation that we carried out by applying the DYOR risk evaluation toolkit. In addition, Acala has got the maximum tokens hard cap going for it, while Moonbeam seems to be performing better on the price front. A sign that maybe it boasts superior products, big question mark. We hold both in our 2K to 100K challenge as well as in my private portfolio, so whichever wins, it's a win for Team Search5.tv. And for me personally, that's the power of diversification, people. That is part of what we're trying to do with our 2K to 100K challenge. Again, guys, what do you think about pitting Moonbeam and acalanetwork head to head to see which one will come out on top? Comment down below and let us know which one is your favorite between those two. Now on to Avalanche. Avalanche is an open programmable smart contracts platform for decentralized application with the fastest time to finality. That is the moment when you can trust that a transaction cannot be reversed, made possible by its breakthrough consensus mechanism. Hardware requirements are also very minimal, which means it is a lot cheaper to run a node on the Avalanche blockchain, making it more decentralized than most Layer-1 platforms. Ticker symbol is AVAX, AVAX. Smart contracts programming language, Solidity. Key features is blazingly fast and it boasts the fastest finality time. And it claims a 4,500 transactions per second. It's Ethereum vehicle machine compatible or EVM compatible. It can support both public and private blockchains. The killer Dapp we selected at the time was TraderJoe. TraderJoe is a decentralized exchange on the Avalanche blockchain that offers DeFi services, including swapping, staking, and yield farming. Launched in 2021, at its peak, TraderJoe attracted $4 billion in total value locked. We have recently covered TraderJoe in one of our recent videos where we applied our DYOR risk evaluation kit and received some encouraging scores. If you want to see that video, guys, check in the link below, and also don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. From time to time, we also post updates on Twitter, so it will be worth your while to follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is right here on the screen. Coming back to TraderJoe, by total value logged as per DeFi Llama information, the data is as follows. It's actually Aave with 1.1 billion in total value logged, and that $1.1 billion is split between Aave V2 and Aave V3. Note here that Aave is a multi-chain decentralized application which is supported on multiple networks. Hence, if you check, there is a natural total of 2.41 billion overall total value logged. The 1.1 is actually total value logged just on Avalanche. In number 2, there is Benqi, BENQR. Total value logged is $260.19 million in total value logged. And then in third position is TraderJoe, sitting at $216.8 million of total value logged. Now, boasting a choice of over 20 cryptocurrencies to borrow and lend, Aave is a decentralized finance protocol that allows people to lend and borrow crypto. One of Aave's flagship products are flash loans, which have been billed as the best uncollateralized loan option in the DeFi space. There is a catch though. They must be paid back within the same transaction. To date, we have not performed a deep dive into Aave, so I have no other comparison matrix to measure it against. The same applies to Benqi, a decentralized non-custodial liquidity market maker, as well as a liquidity staking protocol built on the high-speed Avalanche smart contract network. At its peak, Benqi had 1.81 billion total value logged and a market cap of 237 million. So what's the conclusion? Well, Aave is a multi-chain dApp, so we will exclude it from this exercise and let these two natives battle it out. Which one do we go for, Benqi or TraderJoe? Because the difference in total value logged is over 100 million, we are going to give it Benqi, as I think even after the collapse of most of the lending dApps following the fatal collapse of Luna, now Luna Classic, it has held its own. Benqi, that is. That is a sign of strength from Benqi. However, would I invest in it? Yes, but just not ahead of TraderJoe because we've already done so. Don't currently hold a position in Benqi. As you all know by now, if you follow our 2K to 100K challenge, we have a position in TraderJoe, and in addition, TraderJoe also formed part of my private portfolio. So could Benqi see itself selected to be part of our selection pool? Yes, absolutely. Have we? For that, you will have to wait and find out during our regular 2K to 100K challenge updates that we carry out from time to time. do try and do that almost on a weekly basis. Up next is Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is an independent blockchain that runs alongside the Binance Chain. Binance Smart Chain facilitates smart contracts and is EVM compatible since it is a direct clone of Ethereum. It is very popular with both developers and users alike due to its low fees and permissionlessness. Ticker symbol is BSC, but it uses the BNB token. Key features are highly scalable, but it also lacks meaningful decentralization. It's EVM compatible. Boasts cheaper transaction fees. Back in early April 2022, our killer Dapps was Pancakeswap. Pancakeswap is an automated market maker, AMM, a form of a DEX, a decentralized finance application that allows users to exchange tokens, providing liquidity via farming, earning fees in return. Pancakeswap currently boasts of 3.27 billion in total value locked and is miles ahead of the next Dapps by total value locked. So, no change here. Pancakeswap is not part of our 2K to 100K challenge, and we do not have any immediate plans to add it our 2K to 100K challenge. In the future, you never know. We may make a move in the future. That's why it's important for you to follow us on Twitter so that you get some of these time-sensitive updates. For the key updates from us, please follow us on Twitter, guys. Our Twitter handle is right here on the screen, and you can also subscribe here on YouTube so that you get notified when we post new content. Next up is Solana. Described as a third-generation proof-of-stake blockchain, the Solana network is focused on fast transactions and high throughput. It uses a unique method of ordering transactions to improve its speed. Ticker symbol is SOL, SOL, programming language, Rust. Our key features include high throughput, fast transactions into tens of thousands. It uses proof-of-history consensus mechanism, but it lacks on the decentralization front. It's one of the most centralized blockchains that you will come across out there. It also uses archivers, utilizes pipelining, it applies parallel smart contracts runtime, it is enjoying fast adoption, and it's also Web3 compatible. Our top pick killer Dapps back in early April 2022 was Raydium. Raydium is an automated market maker, AMM, and a liquidity provider built on the Solana blockchain for the Serum decentralized exchange. Have our views changed? No. Solana remains a strong project aside from whether it is centralized or not. In fact, the hacks or exploits of wallets associated with the Solana blockchain did not move the needle in a significant way if you compare it to what happened to Moonbeam earlier. That just shows how strong hands the SOL token holders are. Whether that is good or bad, that is discussion for another day. What about Radium? Is it still sitting at the summit in terms of total value locked? No. In fact, Radium is now in fourth position, having been dethroned by Marinade Finance, which has $324.58 million in total value locked. In second is Solana with $281.19 million in total value locked. In third position is Serum itself with $259.67 million in total value locked. And then finally, you've got Radium in fourth position, sitting at $214.35 million in total value locked. So it's dropped quite a bit from being the top to being the fourth. Now, let's look at these numbers closely. Marinade Finance current market cap is $4.9 million, but it's got over $320 million in total value locked. And it also has tiny 24-hour volume of 1,400. That's not a good sign of a kingpin, is it? It just means it's not being used. And then, if we look at Solana's current market cap, it's sitting at $16.2 million, and Serum's market cap is currently sitting at $260 million with a 24-hour volume of $66 million. So you can see already the gulf and the distance between these three. Serum, at this point, is way ahead of those two. And I think those two should be sitting at the top of the total value locked charts. And then finally, we get to Radium, which is in fourth position. It has a current market cap of $103 million and has had a 24-hour trading volume of about 11 million. This is today when we are shooting this video, which is the 5th of August 2022. So armed with this information and other numbers, you can tell that the real competition is now between Serum and Radium. However, with Serum's maximum tokens capped at 10.16 billion and Radium's maximum cap sitting at 555 million, with a current circulating supply of 3% and 22% respectively, we will still give our top killer Dapps to Radium. What are your thoughts? Do you agree or disagree? Comments down below and let us know. For transparency, we do not hold either of these tokens, that is Radium or Serum. We don't hold either of them in any of our portfolio. Next up is Terra Protocol. I think this was picked at the time it is some promise, but we are not going anywhere near this. Whether be it in its latest guise, which is the new Luna, or Luna 2.0, or the old one, which is Luna Classic, no chance. And even the top killer Dapps we picked at the time, Enter Protocol, we are not going there. We don't think both of them at this moment in time, don't think they are worth reviewing. viewing and sharing with our viewers because we don't want to encourage bad practice from this project. So we are going to skip past this, which then knocks our list from 10 layer 1s and layer 0s to 9. Okay, and I also believe it will be irresponsible for me to proceed and even suggest that this is something people should be thinking of pouring their hard-earned cash, with some having lost so much. If you hold Luna and or Luna Classic, good luck. And if it turns out that I was wrong, then so be it. As of now, it's a pass. Next up is Near Protocol. The Near Protocol is a layer 1 proof-of-stake blockchain that supports smart contracts and is aiming to be the base of the emerging web stack. It uses Nightshade, a unique sharding technology, to achieve scalability. It was launched as a decentralized cloud infrastructure to host decentralized applications. Near also offered cross-chain interoperability through the Rainbow Bridge and a layer 2 solution called Aurora. Ticker symbol Near, NEAR, programming language Rust. Key features include the fact that it is Web3 focused, it's highly scalable, it uses the Rainbow Bridge and the Aurora layer 2 solution. Our top killer dApp on Near back then was Ref Finance, REF, ticker symbol. Ref Finance is a core project in the DeFi ecosystem on Near Protocol. Its main objective is to bring together the core components of DeFi, namely decentralized exchange, lending protocol, synthetic asset issuer, and much more. If our views changed since April when we last provided this information with our community? No, not really. Near remains one of the top layer 1s and Ref Finance remains on top of the Near Total Value Logged Summit with an incredible 66% of all total value logged on Near Protocol according to DeFi Lama. Ref Finance total value logged is currently sitting at $255.13 million in TVL. So no change there. Next up is Cosmos, another so-called layer 0 protocol. The Cosmos network is a proof-of-stake blockchain and customized blockchains known as zones. It is an ecosystem of networks and tools for creating interoperable blockchains. The main chain is the Cosmos Hub, which acts as a central ledger for compatible blockchains on zone. Each zone is highly customizable, allowing developers to design their own cryptocurrency with off-the-shelf block validation settings and other relevant features. Ticker symbol Atom, ATOM, programming language Cosmos SDK. Key features include the Internet of Blockchains, designed for interoperability, it's got a thriving ecosystem, and it's offered infinite scalability, and it also boasts of the Tendermint core consensus protocol. Our top pick for Killer Dapps at the time was Osmosis. Osmosis is an advanced automated market maker protocol that allows developers to build customized AMMs with sovereign liquidity pools. Have our views changed since we last covered the top Killer Dapps in Osmosis? No. Cosmos remains one of the top cryptocurrency projects out there. For a DYO or risk evaluation review of Cosmos, please follow the links down below in the comment section to see our previous DYO or risk evaluation early in the year. Also down there, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe as well as smash that notification. We currently do not hold Cosmos or Osmosis, but these two projects are of interest, so you never know when we will jump into one or both at some point in the future. So as not to miss such updates, please follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is right on the screen. Also, don't forget to click like and subscribe as well as smash that notification bell. So, is Osmosis still the killer dApp by TVL on the Cosmos blockchain? Yes, with a total value logged of $193.2 million of total value logged, it remains the top dog on the Cosmos blockchain and also retains our title of top pick killer dApp on Cosmos. Finally, in comes Algorand. The Algorand network is a public decentralized pure proof-of-stake blockchain designed to support customizable layer 1 blockchain. The project claims the technology at its disposal is particularly useful for critical and security-focused infrastructure such as financial services, decentralized finance or DeFi, fintech, and institutions. Ticker symbol is Algo, ALGO. Programming language Teal. Key features include pure proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, award-winning team, decentralized finance focused. Our top killer dApp back in April 2022 was Algofi. It is a decentralized lending protocol and stablecoin built on Algorand. It doesn't have a token yet. Algofi is still sitting at the top of the tree on Algorand and it remains the top killer dApp on Algorand for us. So there you have it, guys. It's been a long video, but we had to go into some of this detail. Our top 10 layer 0s and layer 1s and their top killer dApps. Which is your top 10 list for layer 0s and layer 1s? Comments down below and let us know. What about the killer dApps on top of these layer 1s and layer 0s? Here's our list again of the top 10 layer 0s and layer 1s alongside them. top Killer Dapps. Ethereum with MakerDAO, Polkadot with Acala, Cardano with Minswap, Cosmos with Osmosis, Near with Refinance, Algorand with Algofi, Binance Smart Chain with Pancakeswap, Avalanche with Benqi, Solana with Radium. We know we dropped Luna, so position 10 is now blank. Out of this list, we hold Minswap and Acala in both our private and public portfolio, which is the public portfolio being the 2K to 100K challenge. Which of these do you hold? Which of these cryptocurrencies from the 9 above would you like to see us do a deep dive and perform a DYO or risk evaluation? Let us know, guys. Tell us your favorite project from the ones we've listed. It's Killer Dapps. If yours is different, let us know as well. Until next time, guys, this is FD for Bye for now.